Hello everybody. So I told you I'd make you a video of the Corvette when I hit 40,000 miles, and I ended up having about 41,500 miles, give or take, and the transmission went out, so they gave me this as a loaner car, which it's not bad. It's pretty nice. It's a absolute base entry level model, 2018 GMC Terrain, SLE. So it is redesigned for this year. Has a crazy looking headlights, or daytime running lights, I should say. Those will light up. It's super huge. Let me turn the lights on. Down here, bam. It's filthy. I've had it for about a week now, so I should be returning it pretty quick. So these are the daytime running lights. Super big, super bright. And then they have some cool markings in there, GMC, and then I think it says Terrain right there. So it's pretty cool looking headlight setup. I wish it would have a side indicator on the mirror. I do like those, but it's the same kind of shape. But like I said, this is a base model. Like most of them, I think it's a SLT. They come with like roof racks and all kinds of stuff. So this has a little baby engine. Let's see if I can open it up with the phone in my hand. So there we go, EcoTech. Everything's EcoBoost and EcoTech and slow. So I don't know. I had a Mustang with the EcoBoost engine, a little 4-cylinder convertible, and had a little turbo on it, 310 horsepower. And I never saw any better gas mileage. It's just, a little bit slower, but it did okay. But this one here is a base model. The next engine up, I think they have a 2-liter turbo with about 250 horsepower, and this one here has 170 horsepower, so you can barely see that it's on right now. Auto, there we go. So anyway, I think it has 170 horsepower, 203 pound-foot of torque, so that puts it about 0-60 time of like 19 minutes. No, it's not that bad. It does okay, but the gas pedal has like, you floor it, and then once you get to a certain position, you can floor it a little bit more, and I guess that's the car's way of letting you know that this is all I got. And like I said, you can get in and out of traffic and stuff, but that's not the point of this. And I think these things start right under 28,000 bucks. So it's pretty roomy, has some cool stuff. It still has a button latch here, which most of them have them on the bottom of there. There's a reverse camera, but then the upper models have where the tailgate can go into different positions, like the Cadillac, but you have to pay extra for that, which I think is kind of odd, because if you're short, I don't know, you gotta grab this handle. And again, most of them are push button, and it looks like there's a position there for a push button that would lower the tailgate down automatically. But like I said, this is the absolute base model. Now, I've never tried to do this, so let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. So that one goes up. It's pretty cool, just little levers here. Oh, I was gonna say how easy it is, and then all of a sudden I can't get this. Oh, there we go. Hoi. And then this one here, I'm not sure how to do it, but this one, alright, that's not how to do it. Oh, my cord. But there's a way for this to come all the way down too, so the passenger seat could be flat, and then it could be flat all the way through to the back. But anyway, you get the idea. Oh, Now that's where I sit normally in the car. And I'm like 6'2", like 750 pounds. But this is where I like to sit. And so if I can sit behind me, let's see if that will happen. Yeah. Plenty of room. See how comfortable it is. It's not bad at all. My knees are hitting the seat. But it's not bad, you know. That's bad. That's horrible. I can't believe they went with that level, that degree of cheapness. It just looks so tacky. But you actually have soft touch materials here. You know, aesthetically it looks pretty nice. And I do love that everybody's starting to use these cool bluish white lights. I'm sure there's a technical name for it. And another thing cars are doing now that I really love is that even when all the doors are shut and you're driving at night, there's still a little bit of illumination coming down. So back in the day, it used to be just black and dark up front at nighttime. But now there's like little lightings here and there. So there's usually buttons on the side here for the upper models. You know, this is, I guess, traction or, you know, snow and ice, but that's where the 4x4 mode is on some of them. You can up and down shift right here. You don't have anything on the tree, and you don't have anything here. This is like, I guess, a new, oh my god, guess what we came up with, which is okay, but are you going to be, like, are you really gonna like sit there and just shift like that? I guess it's for towing, or I don't know, maybe trying to use all 203 pounds of the torque if you're towing a trailer. But push button start, maybe. You got a little 3.5 inch right there. You can cycle through all the information. You got cruise control here, headlights here, parking brake, hood. Now this is where the knob on the nicer model, where you can turn it to keep that tailgate at different heights. You know, if you're short or if you live in an apartment complex with a carport. This I have to really give them credit on. All you do is just barely touch it. And it doesn't work right now. But you there we go. I swear to God it works good. I have like I said, I have a Corvette 2015. And you gotta really push those buttons in there in order to get it. But this has a better kind of way of, you know, it actually does pretty good. Bluetooth, I got a home here, and then it has an Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, has Wi-Fi, all that good stuff. And then we have the OnStar up here. You got a place for your taco, hard shell, of course. But yeah, I mean, everything's pretty cool. That's kind of interesting, right? Oh, they're getting brighter. Oh, that's weird. There's actually, you can't see it on the phone, but there's actually 3 individual round lights that are illuminating it. And you can't see it. But it's pretty cool. It's nice. Like I said, it's a nice truck. It's like under 30,000 for the base. Again, this is the base model, you know. But the buttons kind of feel pretty good, except for the turn signals. That's all like basic crap, you know. But the headlights are super bright. It's basically daytime, and you can still. Let's see what else. Let's just kind of walk around a little bit. Oh, one thing I really kind of hate is you got the window here. You do a 1-button touch down, fantastic. Then you got a 1-button touch up. That's awesome. You got 1-button touch down, great. But then you don't have the 1-button touch up on the other 3 windows. You just have it on this one. Now, I just found out, like, on the higher models, they have 4-window touch, you know, 1 touch. And I'm like, seriously, you're spending 30 grand, you can't. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being picky, but. And then let's see what else. The seats are super freaking comfortable. And the bolstering on this, I'm not even gonna lie. I have a Corvette with the competition seats, which are the ones with the bigger bolsters. And these things hug me just like those do. Now I'm fat and everything, but those bolsterings are pretty intense. Look at that, they're wider than my fingers. But good looking car. Stupid wood. Again, this is a loaner car from Mark Christopher Chevrolet in Ontario, California. Cool dealership. Keep me rolling. You know, I think that's nice in the upper models, but that's the most ridiculous trim style. Like, there's a little cubby hole that, I mean, it's the width of my fingers or the length, but it's just, I mean, it's odd, you know. Again, there's supposed to be buttons here and buttons here, more buttons there. The gear shift takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not too bad. You got plenty of cubby holes. You got stuff for your water, and then you got another cubby hole here, and then you got another cubby hole here. It's kind of hard to see, but I mean, overall, I feel like it's a aesthetically pretty good looking car. I do like that window line, you know. It's very obvious and visible from the inside looking at your rear view mirror. Again, there's usually roof racks here. So these are 18-inch tires. This looks better in the black because this is black on no matter what color you get. You know, I guess for all the people living on the East Coast with all the weather, this is Southern California, but we don't get weather. The grill is pretty cool. You know, it's kind of like their full-size Chevy truck. They actually have active aero on the higher models, and then the fog lights. You got a little bit of sculpting in the hood, which is cool. I do like this little line here that flares out here beneath the fender. Then it rises up and then it angles. So I mean, the lines are pretty cool. It's stylish, you know. These, see how the wheels go straight up and down? That's an indicator that this is not the turbo. The other ones have like a slant on all the spokes. But I mean, other than that, it's just a damn little car. It's pretty nice. I put quite a few miles on it so far. I've had it just about a week. I got it with like 800, and now I think there's probably about 1,800. Maybe not that much. Let's see how much are. Probably like 1,300 to 1,400. 1,489. So and then the menus here, they got all kinds of stuff. See on the right side of it, it'll go up and down. So my average speed is 21 miles an hour. So it only took like 7 seconds to get going that fast. My fuel range, let's see if I can try to figure out oil life. Fuel economy, okay, so we're averaging 20 miles a gallon and the best is 28. But the best is not the best that I've made, it's the best that's possible, because I know that 28 is the highest highway mileage you can get on from what they tell you. So let's see what else. So speed warning, it'll tell you the different speeds around the area and let you know if you're going too fast. Tire pressure, that's pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, it's just kind of just basic information going through. I've had it. I went over to the racetrack, or Mexico, or somewhere like that, and it does go almost to the 120 from on the track, of course. So this has an auto stop feature, which I absolutely hate it. I don't care if it gives me an extra half a gallon of tank. It's so annoying. And then the worst part is it's hot here, okay? It's 8 o'clock at night and it's 95 degrees. So anytime the engine stops, the AC, it'll still blow, but it won't blow coolant. And so now it's my job, because I don't have the stoplight or in traffic, because I live near LA, so it's traffic all the time. So now it's my job to hit the brakes to stop the car. And then when the car turns off, I have to let go of the brakes to let the car start. But then I have to stop again because I'm still at the traffic or at the red light. And I have to constantly do this. So there's a Cadillac I drove, and it had an on-off feature with that. And this really needs to give you the option of whether or not you want that. It's a cool option to have, but it shouldn't require me to do it, because like I said, and then like, I'm sure you get used to it after a while, but I've had it for a week, and when it shuts off, it feels like something's wrong with the car. You know, like it's stalled out, or it's missing, or something like that. Just basic old cruise control here. I like the steering wheel. Leather wrapped, or pleather, I'm not sure. I'm sure it's probably pleather with this one. But yeah, everything else, it doesn't have navigation on this one. This is all phone features, Wi-Fi, audio. Connects to my phone like everything else, but I mean, it's basic, but it's nice. It's nice enough, you know what I mean? It'll haul your stuff around, all your kids around, or whatever you have. And like I said, this is a base model, so I don't have anything to judge with the other ones with. So anyway, folks, it's a GMC Terrain 2018 SLE base model. Not a bad looking car for what it is. Hope you all have a great night. Peace.